I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put this on my backup or main channel, but I just wanted to bring up data farming, or however you want to call it. But I've heard two really huge channels talking about this recently, and whether you think they're controlled or not. One of them is A Call for an Uprising, over 500,000 subs, and Richie from Boston. Both of them are saying the reason they got their channels back are data farming. I'm going to show you this video right here, and this is what it's for. They know everything that you put in the comment section. So, like I said, be careful what you write, because it probably could be held against you in a court of law, or don't. That's totally up to you. But my point for sharing the videos I share is just to put the truth out there. I'm not talking any hate about these people. I'm just trying to point out the connections with the Kabbalists, the Jewish mystics, and the people that run this world in our media. And I actually have a video on the Smith-Munn Act, the Smith-Munn Modernization Act of 2012. I'll just briefly tell you guys about it if you hadn't heard about it. But they signed into law. They used to have this act to protect the U.S. citizens from their own propaganda, but that's out the window now. That's what the Smith-Munn Modernization Act is all about, is allowing propaganda to be used on its own citizens. But as far as the data farming goes, we all know about the anti-Semitic laws that are coming. And I think the whole CK event was all about enacting all of these hate speech laws. So we'll see. But just letting you guys know that whatever you put in a comment, and if you're a YouTube creator, these videos are stored forever. You know what I mean? If your channel gets taken down, just like them giving those other big channels their channels back, all of the videos you've ever done on the internet is saved. And with like Palantir coming in, the surveillance, it's like the net is tightening up. The day of any freedom is going to be gone, which I honestly think that we never had freedom. We just had the illusion of freedom. We all know that you can't own anything here. Try not paying your taxes, your property tax, or your tax on your car. They'll seize it and take it back from you. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick, just let you guys know about, I've been hearing a lot about the data farming, and I think that's why the censorship hasn't been as bad lately, which I still know a couple people that are still getting their channels taken down, but they want people to put like hateful or whatever they can consider hate speech. But just be aware of it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video. This is just showing you about the red bracelet with the Kabbalah. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Later on.
I've got one that can see.
Just like all these other people, proudly wears his Kabbalah bracelet, which shows that once again, he's just another one that's in on the agenda. All of these celebrities, all of these people that you see on television, they're all networking. They're all working for the same secret societies. And guess what their goal is? To lead people to hell, to deceive people. And that's exactly what Tucker Carlson has done and will continue to do. Because I guarantee you, Tucker Carlson always left Fox News. So now, what next? He'll go to InfoWars with Alex Jones, or he'll create some kind of podcast or news show and bring other people in and have Donald Trump speaking and Elon Musk and Tom McDonald and Russell Brand. Sure, Tucker Carlson has, put some truth out there. There's no doubt about that. I'm not denying that he has said some truthful things. So has Elon Musk. So has Donald Trump. So has Russell Brand. So has Tom McDonald. So has Satan. He is okay with saying some truth. He's okay with putting some truth out there. But he's going to mix in massive lies and deception to lead you in the wrong direction. And that's what Christians have to realize. And I see these Christians who fall for this Trump nonsense, right? And I've talked about Trump so much in the past. He's one of them too, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but he's one of them. It's a circus clown show. These clowns are just actors. They're just characters playing their roles. Tucker Carlson is in on it, ladies and gentlemen. And it's crystal clear that Tucker Carlson with this Kabbalah bracelet is in the same secret societies with all of these people, right? Wake up and see what is going on. These people are all the same. They're all working together to bring in the New World Order. They're all working together for Satan. Tucker Carlson might say some truthful things, but he's controlled opposition. I remember a few years back, he was interviewing somebody from the Satanic Temple, and he was downplaying Satanism, which is a problem. Of course they're going to do that. Of course they're going to downplay Satanism, because they don't want you to realize that it's a massive problem. They don't want you to realize that all these celebrities are Satanists, including Tucker Carlson. They don't want you to realize the rituals that these people are doing. They don't want you to see what's really going on. They want you weak and docile and asleep, and even more so, they don't want you finding salvation.
We will move the American embassy to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem.
And my father pointed out to me, I did not need to be a Jew to be a Zionist, for I am. Israel is essential to the security of Jews worldwide.
Significant political changes on the map from day to day. First it was Tunisia, then Egypt, Libya, now Syria. What do all those changes mean for the Middle East? And all that's happening, is it positive for Israel?
Yes. I mean, there may be a transitional period that will create some difficulties, but in the long run, yes, look. It's not that those countries are changing. All countries are changing because the world has changed. And nobody has a choice. And nobody has a choice either to go with the modern age or to lag behind and really become poor and irrelevant. What's happening is, governments are no longer controlling their own economy. Instead of a national economy, you have a global economy. Now, if you want to enter, you have to follow the new rules of economy.
In 1949, Israel's Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion confirmed the Talmud's dream of a Jewish utopia. Jerusalem is not the capital of Israel and world Jewry. It aspires to become the spiritual center of the world. In a 1962 Look magazine article, Ben-Gurion became much more specific. All continents will become unified in a world alliance, at whose disposal will be an international police force. All armies will be abolished, and there will be no more war. In Jerusalem, the United Nations, a truly United Nations, will build a shrine of the prophets to serve the federated union of all continents. A fascinating book entitled The Jewish Utopia, describing Jewish world rulership, was written by Jewish author Dr. Michael Higger. It was presented by the Kabbalah, or Council of Texas Rabbis, to the Abraham Schechter Collection at the University of Texas. It was endorsed by the founder of conservative Judaism, Abraham Schechter. This book agrees with the Talmud that the advent of the ideal era will thus be preceded by the travail of the Messianic time, namely great distress, foreign invasions, confusion, and moral decline. Following that, the people of Israel will thus conquer spiritually the nations of the earth, so that Israel will be made high above all nations, in praise, in name, and in glory.
See, Sid, I think God is a God of restoration. He wants to restore us back to his original covenant plan. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. He wants the blessings of heaven to align with earth. He wants us to produce the garden that he intended in the earth realm.
והגויים לא קרויים אדם, זה מה שכתוב.
לא קרויים?
לא קרויים אדם, לא קוראים להם אדם.
לא קרויים אדם, לא קוראים להם אדם.
The Israelites, having fallen, were replaced in power by the Gentiles. But on their recovery, it will be difficult to remove the Gentiles without inflicting much suffering. These troubles are generally referred to as birth pangs, being the travail which precedes the birth of a new era.
A new world order.
The Talmud predicts that Messiah will come when darkness covers these people, meaning Gentiles and Christians. This is clarified by the footnote to Sanhedrin 99a. The Talmud's encouragement also explains why Jewish media moguls are so brazen in pushing immorality and even sodomy down the throat of Christian America. They have a Talmudic duty to cooperate with God, a God who wills a time of intense confusion and immorality.
And they went and came into an harlot's house named Rahab, and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, Behold, there came men in hither tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country. And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, Bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house, for they be come to search out all the country. And the woman took the 2 men, and hid them, and said thus, There came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were. And it came to pass about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went, I wot not. Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof of the house, and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords, and as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the gate. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof, and she said unto the men, I know that the Lord hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you, when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above, and in earth beneath. Now therefore I pray you, swear unto me by the Lord, since I have showed you kindness, that ye will also show kindness unto my father's house, and give me a true token, and that ye will save alive my father and my mother, and my brethren and my sisters, and all that they have, and deliver our lives from death. And the men answered her, Our life for yours, if ye utter not this our business. And it shall be when the Lord hath given us the land, that we will deal kindly and truly with it. Then she let them down by a cord through the window, for her house was upon the town wall, and she dwelt upon the wall. And she said unto them, Get you to the mountain, lest the pursuers meet you, and hide yourselves there 3 days, until the pursuers be returned, and afterward may ye go your way. And the men said unto her, We will be blameless of this thine oath which thou hast made us swear. Behold, when we come into the land, thou shalt bind this line of scarlet thread in the window which thou didst let us down by. And thou shalt bring thy father, and thy mother, and thy brethren, and all thy father's household home unto thee. And it shall be that whosoever shall go out of the doors of thy house into the street, his blood shall be upon his head, and we will be guiltless. And whosoever shall be with thee in the house, his blood shall be on our head, if any hand be upon him. And if thou utter this our business, then we will be quit of thine oath which thou hast made us to swear. And she said, According unto your words, so be it. And she sent them away, and they departed, and she bound the scarlet line in the window. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city. And the city shall be accursed, even it and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent.
not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Tell the Rebbe the words of the new song that we're singing with Mashiach, right? So I'm just going to read him. Am Yisrael, have no fear. Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now. We don't want to wait. Okay? Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, oh yeah, Am Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be this year. Am Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. We want Mashiach now, Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. Am Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. Am Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. Hey! Don't talk about a fish story. Man, and they're buying it.
One day, Jesus is coming. You may be at church. You may be at work. You may be asleep. God grant that you will be ready when he makes his personal appearance. My God, what if his appearance occurs on a Sunday morning? My prophetic word to you this morning is get ready.